What's my biggest fear?
Not be prepared.
One's bigger than that.
Was it LOSIN?
Yes, losing. Enough with the sentimental stuff.
Yes.
I would say no.
I would also say no. I would say they should love you. You know, it should be equally, because if not, then it's gonna lead to one or the other being unhappy. It should be equal.
I agree. It should be equal. One should not love more than the other.
A man has to love you a little bit more than you love him in order for it to be successful, I guess you would say. Because a woman, we already emotional and vulnerable. Like, it's easy for us to love. So a man has to love you a little bit more than you love him in order for him to stick around and for it to flourish. I don't think it'll be 50-50 because then it gets in that gray area where it's like, okay, I like her, she cool peoples, but if he loves you, because you don't already love him. So if he loves you more than you love him, it's like he locked in. Yeah. And it's just a different. I think that he has to love you more than you love him.
Really?
Yeah. The crazy part is that, because I'm speaking from experience, you will never believe that he loves you more than you love him. Once you get to the realization that, like, he loves you more than you love him,
yeah, it's different.
It's different.
It's what they say. It hits different.
Yes. And he would tell me all the time. He would say, you cannot fathom, like, you really don't understand how much I love you. And he knew that I loved him. I would do anything for him. So when he would tell me, like, you don't know how much I love you, I'm like, yeah, but it ain't got nothing on how much I love you. Yeah. Bro, when he passed, I had his ex-girlfriends comforting me and my kids at the funeral. Like, girl, you don't know how much this man loved you. Because it was open access and he turned it down every time. And he was the type where he did not want to, because the first relationship that he had was a girl that had a little child. So he always said that he would not date a girl with kids. I had 3 of them things. My kids loved him more than they loved me and they daddy. They would talk to him and confide in him. So I really didn't understand it until he passed. Like, dang, he might have loved me more. But now I know, yes, he really loved me more. Because we got to understand, we're annoying.
Women?
Yes, women are annoying. Like, we do too much. But when he loves you more than you love him, he gonna put up with it. He gonna suck. Like, he just gonna take it because he know that you rocking with him. And then he gonna love you above all of your flaws.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole nother level. I'm telling you.
I guess when you can talk from experience, I feel that. I kind of feel like I have my heart like, because I feel that, but I guess I have never. I know, right? Have you? I guess if you've never experienced it, you can't speak on it. So I guess until I experience that, oh, he loves me more than I love him, then I'm just gonna always say it needs to be equal, because that's what I've always received was equal.
He gonna love you past your hurt, your trauma, your insecurity. When I tell you, it was nothing that he held back from me. This man loved me so much, he had me to unlock his phone was my face.
Wow.
I had open access. I have his phone to this day.
To this day. To this day.
He was like, if you want to go through my phone, you can go through it. Like, I don't care. I'm not high. And he was one that he didn't lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him.
Shocking.
Yeah.
But he did not lie. So he was like, if you ever want to know anything, ask me. Just make sure that you really want the truth.
You want answers. I want the truth.
Because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you.
I guess we're gonna stay on equal, Michaela, till we experience that. Like he loves me. He loves me more than that.
I think that the difference is in the showing. So a woman is going to be more like, she's going to show you a little bit more. She's going to cook a little bit more. She's going to have no problems rubbing you down, rubbing your feet. Like, she's going to be more attentive, more affectionate. A guy, he's going to show it a little differently because it's going to come more as like a protective kind of thing. Because before we got to the place where I felt like he loved me more than I loved him, he really did. He was one of those nonchalant, laid back people. Like, he really, nothing really upsetted him. Nothing really flustered him. But I remember one time when I went outside, and I was getting out the car, coming in the house, and it was some dress or something that I had on that when I sat down, it kind of scrunched up a little bit. So when I got out the car, I'm just thinking like, I'm finna run in the house right quick and come back to the car. He snapped. He was like, pull your damn dress down. Like, he had never. So I was like, ooh, so it's like a difference. Like, I feel like a man has to feel secure and comfortable enough to be like, he has to trust you in order to love you to that extent. And the more he trusts you and love you and like love on you and show, the more you're just going to like cater to him. I hope everybody can experience that kind of love.
No, don't worry. I'm going to put it on my vision board. And adding